Ugh, my plumage is everywhere.
Hi here, you uni. We're in a new place, gonna make the first good impression. However, it feels like the impression of us has already been decided. At least Nalban still like us. Hopefully. Despite him not looking at us. He likes us internally. Hey everyone, welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles 3. In the last episode, we started exploring the city, hear its sights, sounds, and we pretty much got told that a lot of people hate us and they think we took their jobs away from them. But, you know, we all start off as strangers. So hopefully now we can go on, learn more about the city, and learn exactly what's going on with these types of people here.
Now I know how you guys felt in Colony 4.
Right? At least they warmed up to us eventually. Maybe it'll be the same here.
So that girl was keeping an eye on us. Did you notice, Mimi?
No? She didn't so much as make my ears twitch.
Makes me wonder what's gonna happen. Also, Shania's ran away. She's left you. Left you in the dust. She's back there. She dipped to the center.
I know, I was just checking out the area.
I think this is where I was when I climbed up the ladder and died. And where everyone else died.
We're now more or less above the sword's hilt guard. Even this place was once ravaged by war. By Kevis and Agnes.
Has the war really spread this far?
There's even more. More husks underneath.
Thanks.
This right here is what the world is really like. Designed to keep us shackled.
Keep us shackled?
Well, I think Xenoblade does know a thing or two about shackles.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Noah, you know that pile of husks earlier? You aren't thinking about sending those on, are you?
I think that would be asking a bit too... Oh. Actually...
Aren't those...
Cradles.
Your so-called cradles are the growth modules that birthed you. You were conscripted from birth, trained to kill one another ruthlessly and steal each other's life. That life energy pours into the flame clocks, becoming the fuel that feeds Moebius. In order for Moebius to exist, they must continue to claim life energy. And these cradles right here, they're used to recycle your lives.
Ethel.
Yeah. You live your lives in servitude so that Moebius can exist. And even in death, there's no release. You'll just keep getting recycled.
No way.
There's your shackles. Soldiers bound by Moebius's shackles are destined only for mutual destruction. Those who lose their lives in battle, they're reborn anew. They wake from a castle cradle, a blank slate without a scrap of their former memories.
Wait. Then... that husk I saw...
But if we keep your lives bound to the bodies, as we're doing here, they're of no use to them. This way, we can whittle away at their power.
So you've been doing this over and over again, then?
That's right. You don't want to know for how long, believe me. And yet, the price we pay to take down just a handful of Moebius is immeasurable. The city's residents, we're all descendants of the first Ouroboros.
The first Ouroboros?
What's a descendant?
Right. That's not a word you'd have any use for either, I suppose. Better to see for yourselves. Come, I'll show you.
And it's just like we kind of guessed. Once again, something that the original Xenoblade knows all too
So
well.
we're born to fight. And then we die. Over and over and over.
I can hardly believe it, but it was Ethel, without a doubt.
But now here's my guess. What about homecomings? Is that just part of the elaborate scheme too? 'Cause if so, goddamn.
I have anxiety again.
Yeah. And it is just so weird, but you get it in context how simple terms like daughter, descendants, and parents, and everything else means nothing to this world, and that's kind of messed up in some ways.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we?
This is a maternity ward.
Maternity?
Doctor, may I? Come.
It's so small.
It's a little person.
It's so teensy tiny, but it moves.
Much rejoicing!
It's okay to touch her. Gently now.
She's so warm.
Place one finger in her palm.
Hey, Senna! Look at this! You need to try it too!
Oh.
Whoa, you're right. Mimi, it's incredible.
Let me have a turn. What? This is incredible, Senna.
Funny, right? But this is human beings' true nature. If you want the ins and outs, go and ask the doctor.
All right then, lads and lasses. Who wants to know how babies are made? Well, you're in for a surprise. Buckle up!
Oh no! Oh no!
This is how it should be. This is human nature. We are born defenseless, grow up. Then those who find a spouse create new life together, age, then return to the earth. Thank you. I mean it.
Monica, what was that word you used? Spouse?
A partner in romance.
Rome?
The feeling of having someone very precious to you. That'd be one way of putting it. You'll understand too someday. Or it might be that you already do.
And this game just continues with the sweet moments, man. And I feel like one of the reasons why this narrative and moments like this work is because you're just seeing... I don't know. It's very weird to say. Because in some ways, it is being reminiscent to how Rex's narrative was in Xenoblade 2, about growing up and just learning, and it's the same thing here. Rex learns about growing up and life. These guys are just learning about life in general.
Tyon, look.
It looks the same as the one before.
Who are they?
The first Ouroboros. The
Oh,
founders, we call them.
The first Ouroboros.
That one. She looks a bit like Mimi.
Look at this. He's got Noah's chin.
And the others don't look like anyone.
Tell us about them.
Long, long ago, they gained the power of Ouroboros. It let them match Moebius blow for blow. The city folk you see here, we're all descended from them.
Bound by their blood.
It was the queens, so they say. Kevis and Agnes. Their powers united created Ouroboros. Ouroboros are the only ones that can take down a Moebius. Although, there can only be 6 Ouroboros alive at one time. By activating the stone's cage here, those with aptitude can become Ouroboros.
Only 6? Why so few of them? I get it. That's why they got so upset.
Finally clicked? There's only so many seats and stones. The one that my father was moving, it took a long time to be found.
Think I'm finally getting the gist of this whole Ouroboros deal. But the queens?
Not those sham figureheads in the castles. The real queens.
Yes, real queens. I knew that soulless piece of clockwork junk wasn't the real deal.
Does that mean our queen is false too?
We're still trying to pinpoint the true queens. They're out there somewhere, sleeping.
What for?
Why else? To take our world back from Moebius and set things to rights. The true queens will help us there.
Hang on a bleeding second. Ouroboros were born, like, generations ago, right? But you said the queens are sleeping. Are there humans who can even live that long?
Now that I don't know too much about.
Then what do you know?
Well, the legend goes that both of the queens, their lifespans are supposed to be incomparably longer than ours.
And you're pinning your hopes on that?
At the moment, that's about all we can do.
All right. So, when the world is back to rights, then what?
The people you've seen here, the way they live their lives, that could be everyone. Babies, children, adults, the old, they're all a part of nature's cycle.
And that would go for us too?
There'll be more to life than just fighting to survive. We'll weave the tale that we were always meant to tell.
Don't give up. 10 years? You kids deserve better. The only thing that can change all this is the will of Ouroboros. You kids, and you alone.
Though, some of us around here still ain't too keen on the idea.
What?
So, those people from before,
They're happy living in the moment. As long as they can hide away and cover their eyes, they don't give a damn about the rest.
so our lives mean nothing to them.
If they can't see or hear you, then as far as they're concerned, you don't even exist.
Closing their eyes to what's in front of them.
A lot of folks here think that way.
But that's just like Moebius. Then the only difference is whether or not they benefit directly.
You catch on quick. I can see why my dad chose you guys. But the will of the Founders, it lives on in us warriors. Moebius can't reign forever. If we can continue freeing young folk like you, maybe life can get back to how it should be. That would be best for all of us.
For sure. I'm with you. I think we'd have to be lunatics not to believe you, after what you've shown us.
I believe it too. Seeing how you live your lives, it made me feel really envious. Feeling that warmth, part of nature's cycle. We need to protect that.
I agree. It was so precious.
Shania.
More walking to do.
This is the last stretch. Let's get you to the dorms.
No. Kevin Snags want to have combined for a single Moebius warning level. Yeah, because we are pretty much enemy number one. But can we go back in here for a second? Because oh my freaking god. And for me, this cutscene that we just saw, it clicks in so many freaking ways. One of the reasons why. Now, throughout the string of videos, even up to our pre-release stuff, I was wondering, like, how can they call this Xenoblade 3? But during interviews, Tetsuya Takahashi said this can be a game that anyone can play, whether you played the first or second or not. And I was wondering, how can that be? But now, I get it. The reason being is because... oh my god, so many freaking Easter eggs. So many Easter eggs. And I'm not going to go into spoilers as to why. But, man, this explains why you can play this. Like, without playing the first or second one. You gain much of a respect when you play this the second time, but man, this is awesome. And this is what I have been looking for from the very beginning when we started playing this game. Just drops like this.
Yeah.
Because this was inevitable. And I'm sorry, man, but you cannot see this, but I've got the biggest smile on my face. Monolith has been such a tease throughout this entire thing, but man, this is awesome to see. Oh. But here's the thing though, we're missing a few people from those statues. If it's referencing what I think it's referencing. Oh, but man. And we've only just begun to have things being rolled out for all this.
Man, I think I need some time to process all this.
Yeah. Quite a weight to carry. Absorbing all this in one go.
I know. And you know what the beautiful part is? I love that one line that Monica mentioned. we get to weave a story we finally get to tell.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I feel like that's a monolith line right there? After Xenogears and Xenosaga. Ah!
This is the dorm for young lost number soldiers. You can sleep here while you're in the city. You can ask that guy about your rooms. Oh, and sadly there's no kitchen in this building. A lot of the single soldiers eat at the Machiba canteen. But if you want to do your own cooking, feel free to use the empty plot of land over there.
Got it. Thank you, Monica.
Tomorrow we have a lot to discuss.
Agreed. How should we arrange that?
Meet me in the Lost Numbers War Room. It's a place down the lift from near the Praetorian Hill where we passed on the way here. I'll let you know closer to the time. Oh, before I forget, you're free to explore the city as you will. Is that really okay? I said we weren't hostile, right? I thought you'd be pleased not to have me breathing down your necks.
No, we're grateful. Thanks for everything. Ah! I'm sorry, dude. Just God! I'm so glad we finally get to this point in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Xenoblade 3, you are an amazing piece of narrative. Love it. Honestly, I love it. But guys, I think before going on and getting some shut-eye, I think we are going to end this video off here. Because man, we've had so much to take in the past couple of episodes, and oh boy. But guys, thank you all for watching. If you like this video, then please be sure to like it and follow us on this Xenoblade Chronicles 3 journey, because dude, this is epic.
Yeah.
Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time. Cannot wait.